Okay, so like growing up in a small town, back to my story,
Yeah,
you
small
get
town.
deprived of just about every social construct there is. Your instant idea of any gay person is, I don't like them. And it's absolutely ridiculous because of that. And it's like, you never even met one. How can you decide whether or not you like them? Or the fact that Watertown, the place we grew up in, is fairly well known to be called Whiter Town.
I have never heard it like that.
Really?
I've not once heard that. Oh my god,
I've
that's
always
amazing.
heard it called Whiter Town just because you there
It's
is
white up the
no
fucking.
racial difference anywhere in that town. There's like one black family, there were two Asian families, and maybe three Mexican families. There's like nothing.
I feel like the the apartment complex that I live in right now has more diversity inside Whiter Town than Whiter Town all put together.
That's true. It's pretty
Because
sad
I
sometimes.
have a Russian family, black family, um, I think some other like maybe two or three foreign families of unknown origins. I do not know.
Unknown origins.
And like if you go to the school, there's like maybe five different people that are completely of a different race. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Just no,
And
I'm trying to I'm not trying. I just watch what I say a lot more often than what I did younger. Because younger, you just like fucking regurgitate all the words that you have heard. And my parents, mainly my dad, is not like the most quiet, I want to say, of his vulgar words.
I
In
know
other words,
what you mean.
he will say the N word inside the house. And I'm just like, what the fuck are you? That door's open. Oh boy, you better hope someone's not on the other fucking side. And it's like for me, because I was punished when I used uh, the N word, but spelt it with an A instead of an E.
Yeah.
So it gave it like a different pronunciation, but ultimately the same definition. And so I got punished for that. And I was just like, well, I'm never saying vulgar slur again. But I'll still make fun of stereotypes, which is different. I can't get as hurt.
And a lot of people are just like, oh, stereotypes are so fucking stupid. They make you look bad. I'm like, not really. It's kind of what a lot of psychology and how you interact with people are. You cannot go up to somebody out of the blue and not come up with a stereotype for them. Like, as soon as you see somebody, you automatically, maybe your brain doesn't register that you do it, but you automatically get that stereotype from them. You know you're a decent person, but that's like what you think of, and that's just how you've been programmed as a person, and it's stupid as fuck, but it's pretty damn true. And it shouldn't be something that you think of, but it is. You stereotype just about everything. Like, you see a Hispanic mother disciplining her son. You're like, that's normal for that stereotype. But you see a white woman disciplining her son, you're just like, what the fuck is wrong with that family?
It's really funny how that actually is like super true.
It's fucking true. It's like, oh, they must have a terrible son. Like, that is outrageous. I just, it irritates me whenever people do negative stereotypes because I have a Filipino friend, and like Filipino Mexican seen as lazy. And that is exactly wrong. I have a,
Oh yeah.
I mean, yes, there are those lazy people that just give that a bad name, but then
But
there's
like that's
like
everyone. Everyone's like,
my previous manager who is Filipino. No, you fucker, don't fucking fall off, you piece of shit.
and that's how I got fired.
I don't know. It's those certain things that just irritate me to no end, where people just think they have the right to judge everybody the way they want to without any consequences. Like, yes, you have the right to judge them, but you cannot express that judgment openly unless you know that person first. Oh, we're number one. We have all the rights. We should be able to judge everybody freely and be able to express that judgment. No, keep it to yourself. Like, I always comment, like, somebody in Rainbow Six says something racist. I'm like, hey, buddy, we don't need to hear that. Like, honestly, it's your opinion. Cool. Thanks for expressing it. We didn't ask you for it, so you can keep it to your goddamn self.
And then, in return, they're gonna flip out on you because
Yeah.
you were trying to do a good deed, and ultimately, they thought you was a complete prick. And, like, it sucks that there is stereotypes, but, like, without stereotypes, I feel like the world would be less funny because people naturally like to make fun of other people.
No, and like I was just saying, stereotypes are the best thing in the world. You can't do anything unless you like you.
No judgment.
Yeah, there's always going to be judgment. There's always going to be stereotypes. Everybody's going to judge everyone else, and that's perfectly normal. But it's just once you get to that point where all you're doing is judging somebody and you're seeing them as negative stereotypes, that's where it's bad, and you should stop. 100%. Like, you shouldn't judge somebody you don't know. If it's your friend and you know that they're just being ridiculous and stupid and they can do a lot better, that's fine. Do that. Tell them what's up.
So if let's go down the road with technology, like how the world is being connected through all these social media sites and different connections and games and just online friends now. Do you find it easier or more difficult to befriend someone based on the color of their skin because they're playing the same game as you are?
I mean, there's always that idea that shared interests will prevail over just about everything. And if you can find somebody that shares interests with what you share interests in, you're always going to find it easier to make friends with them. That's just personally how I see it. I think I'm dead here. Until you have a negative idea of that person, there's nothing wrong. Go ahead and stereotype somebody as much as you want. Keep it to yourself, but as soon as it starts turning into a negative idea, that's where you need to shut yourself down and be like, no, I need to stop. And furthermore, just expressing that out loud should be a thing. Like, you shouldn't do that whatsoever. Any stereotypes, unless you know the person exclusively, should be kept to yourself.
Full-heartedly. It's 2017, man. Come on, get with it.
It's 2017. Get your shit together.
My God, man. Who died and made you president?
Donald Trump.
No. Oh boy. Oh boy. We're hitting like all the points that I fucking don't like to talk about because I get really heated about them, and politics is like number fucking one.
Yeah, that's how it is with everybody. If you really think about it. Now, everybody has their own personal opinions with politics, and that's basically where I cut the line. I'm like, alright, so here's how it's gonna go.
God damn it,
I'm not gonna judge you for anything you say, but you can't judge me for anything I say. And I want to hear all of your opinions. I love hearing opinions on this shit. Like, that is the most fantastic thing in the world. Because everybody's opinion matters.
It's just how you interpret it is.
It's not even that. It's just
mostly the problem, actually.
keeping an open mind whenever you're talking to anybody. Oh, you came back, you son of a bitch.
I thought you just said accept everyone as an equal.
I like knowing you. You're pretty cool. I want your weapon. Give it to me. Oh shit, that's painful. That's painful. I need to get out of here. And you're dead. Alright, cool. Damn it, you didn't drop the sword.
See, now, for me, I just turned 18 this summer. So I
you
could
were
have
able
voted.
to vote.
Yeah, I was able to vote, but I didn't because I found that both candidates and politics overall is just a shit show. And I feel like if I go in that, it's going to be a big shit show. But then, like a few months later, well, not a few months, like a few weeks later, I found out that a lot of people didn't vote. I was like, oh, shit.
I just want to know, like, why you chose this. And personally, I didn't do it, but I just want to know why you did. But it's judgment free. I don't try to guilt the other person into telling me why or anything.
Free judgment, or free no judgment. Free of judgment, there we go. I'm looking at these buildings and I really don't want to fucking do them.
Get him, Mimic.
Can I just like not do the buildings and just have it in trees? No, I'll do the buildings. What the fuck is that thing? I just look up and I just see like a tree monster on fire.
Yeah.
See now, okay. Say a complete stranger, like pulls a prank on you, and you're just absolutely humiliated. But it's for a video. Would you be cool with them being like scaring the shit out of you and putting you on the internet?
No. Unless they link my YouTube channel at CurdBird. YouTube channel CurdBird.
Subscribe. No hating.
If you post anything of me, I'd like you to subscribe as well. It does me a huge favor. And like and subscribe to all my videos. Thank you.
Oh my god. Giant, gross fucking worm. Holy shit. You have a lot of hepatitis C again.
I'm just gonna... Oh shit. I was in the wrong spot. Wrong spot.
Hepatitis A, B, and C. Oh, you got a whole fucking hepatitis alphabet.
Alright, so I'm just gonna cut ahead in this part. So basically what I'm doing here is this spot right here, you can literally sit here and those arrows will shoot that giant worm. It does take a while and you won't get hit by either the worm or the arrows if you hide in this spot. Oh, well, I guess I was wrong a little bit. There's a bonfire down here, which is fantastic. There's also an area farther down, which you don't need to go to. I almost never do. There's a lot of good items down there, though. But for right now, I'm just gonna go fight the boss. And shouldn't be too bad. There's a few NPCs you can summon. The most known one is this guy right here, the Great Swamp. I couldn't read his last name, so you're good. Yeah, let's go with that. Basically there's also an achievement you can get for beating this boss while keeping him alive. Oh, that really hurt. That really hurt too. Alright, so his weapon doesn't have a hitbox, that's alright. The one thing I do like about the NPC that you can summon is he does poison the guy.
Oh, that is so nice. It actually looks like a really killer beast.
This boss is one of the coolest bosses, I think, in the game.
Oh, King. Okay, he has like wings on him. Tiny butterfly wings. What is the least scariest thing you can put on a terrifying monster? Because like I feel like butterfly wings is like number one.
And he's dead. Alright. I think that's where I'm gonna end this one. He lived. I'm gonna get his gear. It's gonna be fantastic.
Where'd you go?